Hi everybody, Magmarocos1 here. I decided to make a gaming video, or videos if I decide about it later. You know, just like the rest of YouTube. Lots of gaming videos. I don't think mine's going to be much different. So I'll just throw my own flavor into it. The first video will be this. I'm going to compare the differences, slight though they may be, between the PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 controllers. Let's get started. PlayStation 1 Controller. We have here D-pad, X, circle, triangle, square. Start, select. It's what you come to believe in. You expect them on a PlayStation controller. But do you know what? There's something missing. Something horribly missing. It's these. Anyways, yes, it's missing the sticks. But it wasn't needed for a lot of PlayStation 1 games. For most of them, actually. It wasn't needed for any of them. You could just have them for some of the later games. You also don't have the analog button because you don't have the analog sticks. Now, if we turn it around, you've got L1 and R1, L2 and R2. They're small. I don't like this. They're too small. Anyways, they are too small. I don't really like them, but they still work perfectly fine. That's about it. It's very light, as there is no rumble. Didn't exist yet. And there's really nothing else to say about this thing. It's small, it's light, it's missing a lot of stuff. Let's move on. We have here PS2 Controller. A lovely thing. Unfortunately, it's tied to a cord. But you couldn't do anything about that back in the PlayStation 2 era. And you see what it has? Sticks. Lovely, lovely sticks. And an analog button. It has the same D-pad, button pad, start, select, whatever. Who cares, right? But the analog button was meant, more than anything, for PlayStation 1 games that you played with the PlayStation 2 controller. You use this to turn on the sticks for some games. Now, keep in mind that not all games worked with sticks. Sometimes you still had to use these to move around. But select games, a few being Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, and Chrono Cross, those you could use the sticks to move around. And personally, I do. But, handy little invention. If we turn it around, we have full-size buttons. Yes! Full-size buttons are very, very useful. I like them because, you know what, it's a good, hefty button. You don't have to hope that you hit the other one in time, especially like, fighting games. You need to hit this button to pull off some sort of super combo or something, I don't know. Going on, it's a little bit heavier. It is filled with a lovely thing known as DualShock. And anybody who's played it with a controller from the PlayStation 2 or 3 series, or from the Xbox 360, so on, will know what rumble is, will know what DualShock is, and will enjoy it. As it stands, it makes it a little bit heavier, but you know what? You can barely tell. You still throw the damn thing around. Moving on to the present, or future, whichever you believe in. PlayStation 3 Controller. As you can see, not much has changed. Got your D-pad, got your button pad. You got start, select. You got the sticks. You got... Oh, wait. No, you don't have everything. This is where the analog button was. This is now the PlayStation button, as you can tell by the fancy little PlayStation picture on it. You can use this in place of it, because you don't need the analog button to turn on the sticks. If you're playing backwards compatible games for, PlayStation 1 and 2, you use this, it brings up a menu that allows you to go to a point where you can turn on analog sticks. Handy. Moving around, you see we have L1, R1, whatever. We have triggers. Perfect triggers. The triggers are good because, honestly, there's a fair amount of shooters on PlayStation 3. So you'd want to use a trigger to fire your gun instead of a button. Makes sense. And it's comfortable. Moves beautifully. And, if you're trying to hit buttons really fast, you go, bam, like that. It still works. Wireless. You gotta love wireless. I mean, everything's wireless these days. People don't like wires. I'm one of them. You have this little port here, which you plug in to your PS3 to charge it. You can plug it into a computer, but you might be waiting a few years for it to fully charge. That's about all I have to say. Oh yes, this one also has rumble as well. Also motion controls. Motion controls are kind of badass, kind of cool, but they're a gimmick. They're not really something that should be focused on fully, in my opinion. Anyways, that's it. PlayStation 1, 2, and 3. My take on it is that Sony had a good idea to start with and just added on bits and pieces to make it that much better. It's always been a comfortable controller, easy on the hands, easy on the fingers, and for us gamers, we value our fingers. It's just a very good controller, and I don't have much else to say. So that's it for me. I'll probably make more videos. This is Magmarocos1, signing out.